Well, hello there. Good morning. Happy Friday to you. How's everybody doing this morning? It's Friday. I'm sorry I said it wrong. So, what's your yays? Let's shout them out today and let everybody know what's going good in your world. So many times we focus on what's going bad, but here at the Morning Cuppa, we like to look at what's going good. Oh, go ahead and rub it in, Jean. It's 32 degrees here and we're still snowing. And Deirdre, good morning from New York. All right, so let's get going with the heart brain. And maybe others will come in here, especially if you say their name, right? So say somebody's name that you want to come in. Hand on your heart and slow down your breathing. Add in the love. Reach out to that person that you really want to give a morning hug to, that you want to say, hi, how are you? And just hold them close in your heart. Let your heart and your mind connect to the divine. Doesn't that feel good? And then the very next thing is to add in that smile, even if you're all by yourself, especially if you're all by yourself. Put that smile on your face so you can feel the happy, happy, joy that happens when that smile comes up. So cheers, everybody. It's water for me this morning. Deirdre, my yay is the rheumatologist said since the eye drops are helping with the inflammation, she doesn't have to prescribe any drugs. That's a big yay. All right. I'm so happy for that. Good morning, Andrea, and thank you for sharing this out so that other people can get in here wherever they may be. All right, so let's see what's going on. Fridays. Deirdre had a yay. Anybody else? Jean's hot, so I guess that's a yay since I'm not. Yeah, it's really weird here, you guys. It snowed all day yesterday here in Colorado, and it didn't stick. I guess the ground was so warm because we had a beautiful day the day before it snowed. I was in t-shirt. It was like, I think it was high 70s. And then snow came in and I'm like, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. Are you crazy? But I guess it's supposed to be cold all week. So I just have to deal with it, don't I? Good morning, Robin. I am so glad you're here. And how are you doing? When you come in here, give your yays. And I'm going to see what the angels had to say last night. It was, be a humble hero. Life is a long lesson in humility. That's by J.M. Barrie. A simple definition of humility is a lack of pride or arrogance. Tim McGraw sings a song telling us to always be humble and kind. They just go hand in hand, don't they? Have you ever been around a truly humble person, one who only reflects an energy of being interested in others and is not self-centered? They make everyone around them feel important. These are the kind of people I want to hang around. Dear angels, there is a balance between humility and a lack of awareness of our divine authenticity and authority. Being humble entails setting aside ego stroking and focusing on tuning into our spirit and what is best in our lives. Dear ones, you didn't come to earth to play small. When you shrink back and live in the shadow of others, you are not allowing your light to shine. We say to you to stand tall and show your beauty. You are all beautiful. beings of love and light. Don't compare your lights. Simply merge them to form one enormous spotlight in the world. No one is greater or lesser in the amount of light you hold inside of you. Raise the shades that are blocking your luminescence. What causes you to play small? Comparison to others, lack of confidence in yourself and your creator, and fear of failure, to name a few. We say let go of all perceived shortcomings. You are amazing just as you are. There is no need to imitate anyone else. You are an original. So be your true original self. Do you want a hero? Then be a hero. Stand up and bow down to no one. Honor your creator and respect yourself and others. Dear angels, today I promise to be a hero, a humble hero. And good morning, Kathy Hand and Catherine Kovacs. So Jean's calling everybody in here. Thank you, Auntie Jean. Yeah, let's get them awake and get them in here for the Friday morning Friday show. Kathy Hand, good morning. Friday. Colin is thriving and staying positive. Please pray that the courts will allow him to continue in the Evolve program. Bit of a controversy because it's in a different county from ours. Okay, well, let's hope that everything works perfectly, Kathy, and just intend that and call on that. Catherine, I know you did a beautiful painting yesterday. Thank you for sharing it with me. And Robin, you're still asleep. You are Friday. All right, then. Good morning, Sally and Tony. Well, let's see what Kuan Yin has to say about that message that we just got from the angels, that we are all heroes. We're all powerful. We are magnificent beings of love and light. Good morning, Leo. Happy Friday to you. Prachetta and Prachir and Goofy. Good morning, good morning. All right, so Kuan Yin says, if I can get it out of here, Harvest Mother watches over me. The inner world offers powerful healing energy, creating space to receive it with love, patience, acceptance, and willingness to hear, feel, and honor all messages from our inner world with wisdom. Allows this inner medicine to work its healing magic. Even if it seems unfathomable at an intellectual level, the inner world knows how to restore and heal every aspect of the soul. We just need to invite and allow it. All healing comes from the inside. That is truth. So thank you, Kuan Yin, for sharing truth with us this morning, that we allow it in, we accept it in, we welcome it in. Welcome to healing, because that's what we say we want. But then sometimes we focus on what's not healed and what's not going right. We go to that negative side. So instead, put the focus where it needs to be. And I was listening to my Elmer last night, Elmer Locker. I love listening to him because he teaches Neville so well. And he was sharing that so many times we just say the I am affirmations. And that's okay, because we need those. Those are good affirmations, but they come from the root chakra, from the base, the foundation. And there are other chakras. So we need to be saying the I am abundant, I am happy, I'm healthy, but also go to the other chakras and tune in. And when you do, then you're going to get something like, I feel healthy. I feel grateful. Tune into what the other chakras are saying, and you're going to see that it'll make a big difference when you say affirmations based on what the other chakras are putting forth for energy. And Deirdre says, wait, I have 2 yays. Mama Hana Bear messaged me a video that shows how to do eye exercises for my glaucoma. That's awesome. And Deirdre, I don't know if you're using the Rife frequencies, but there's a Rife frequency for glaucoma also. There's a Rife frequency for everything. You know, the old saying, there's an app for that, the frequency for that, because body responds to the frequency associated with each of our senses and each of our chakras. Sally, my Friday is that I woke up and I am breathing and the sun is shining and all is good. I love hearing that. Let's see if I missed anybody. I think I got everybody that came in. And Auntie Jean, I only had an hour's sleep last night, so I'm sleepwalking. Yeah, yay, I made the Cuppa show. That's a big yay. I made the Cuppa show. Really, I'm telling you guys, it's no joke when you in the middle of the night you leave your body and you don't even know where you went. I lost my glasses, everything. It was really fun trying to put all that together yesterday when I woke up at 7:30 here and thought it was 7:30 at night, and it was actually 7:30 in the morning, which would have been 9:30 for you all. That's when I returned to my body. Anyway, that's a different story. Sally says the body has 114 chakras that lay within and surrounds the outside of our bodies. Yeah, absolutely. We got many, many more than the 7 that we always focus on. Good morning, Joanne Castrillo. My Friday is knowing all the P's. Oh, I love that. Yes, we do know each other. We love each other. And I think I've got news for you. I think I got an email. I was just scanning them when I was getting ready for the show this morning. But I think the Kindle version, yes, the Kindle version of Midnight Calls and Dawn Arises is ready for pre-order. So if you're interested in getting the Kindle version, you can pre-order it, and it will be available on the 22nd, but you can go ahead and put your order in now if you want. The paper book, will be ready for sure on the 22nd. That's 3 days away. So 3 days. And we'll be doing a book launch. Dr. Ruth Anderson and I will be together doing a book launch that morning. And can't wait to get that book out to all of you. And when I clear someone's chakras, I am clear 17 of our chakras. Yeah, we just have to tune in and see what needs what, right? Oh, Christina, hello. Oh, I'm so glad that you came in to say hello. Focus on doing what we were putting forth. Yes, I'm happy to have 2 of my favorite groups today, my pre-K for story time focusing on Earth Day and seniors for fun charcuterie class. I don't know what that is. Things can work out so well. Thank you. I love you. Oh, I love you, Christina. Thank you for popping in. So good to see you this morning. And Brandy, good morning to you. So yes, just a few days away, and we'll be able to order the paperback of Midnight Calls and Dawn Arises. But right now, you can get the Kindle version on pre-order because they just approved it. I just got the message this morning. All right, so speaking of books, I'm so happy that you all like the Angels book. This has become one of my favorites of all time. If you don't have it yet, it is available on Kindle and I'm on Amazon. And we read from it every morning. So if you've given me a Friday, then pick a number. If you haven't given your Friday yet, then give me a Friday and then pick a number. Let's do it that way. So I know some of you have shared your yays. Robin, page 28, number 2. Okay, let's see what we got going on there, girl. Page 28, number 2 says, once you make your transition from the earth plane, there is no brain to complicate the process. Spirit is in total control of what happens next. Without the ego mind state to question and create an energy of fear, you will see more clearly that there is only love. There is only love. That's it. So tune into that. The fact that these human bodies are a temporary vessel for us, and we can't take all that ego-centered stuff with us. Can't take all the things that we accumulate and that we think are so important, right? Nope, only love. So accumulate as much love as you can while you are here. Blue Jean, you're here. You made it. And please give me good news. Did your books arrive? Because I know there was an issue with the post office getting them, and I'm so sorry. It happens almost every time I send Blue Jean something. It gets lost in transition. Okay, let's see what else we got. Who else gave me a yay that wants to give me a page number? And Kathy, yes, please do. Please write those reviews, you guys. And if you got the Midnight Cause book from last year or the Tiny book and you didn't write a review, please do that, because people go to the other books that an author writes and they look to see if it was well received, if people liked it, if it got good reviews, or if it was and they don't want to buy it. So just be honest, give your review, but please do so because it does make a difference. Page 24 for Catherine Kovacs. So let's see what that page is all about. Page 24. Sing your inner song of happiness. Dance even when there is no music playing. Love yourself and every moment of your life. That's what I got through saying, right? It's all about the love. You know, it doesn't matter what other people say. It doesn't matter any criticism that we have of this human self that we are. It's only the love that's going to go with us. None of that criticism, none of the ugliness, none of the jealousy or any of the other emotions that people try to bring forth. It's all about the love. All right, and 61 for our Kathy Hand. And Kathy, I'm so glad that Colin is doing good. Thank you for that update on him. Page 61 says, as you release your grip on worldly concerns and desires, you create more room for the divine to enter your lives. It is a process of surrender, of acknowledging that there is a force greater than yourselves at play in the universe. The divine is not distant or unattainable, not at all. When we choose to connect, all we do is just breathe it into our heart and be still and listen. That's how you connect. There's nothing unattainable about the divine. We are a spark of the divine, so we have full access. Thank you for choosing that one, Kathy. Page 17 for Sally and Tony. So let me go there. And Blue says, I wonder sometimes if our journey is to release the ego. Does it mean we are more attuned or open with our soul beyond the veil? Maybe it's part of the journey to become an ascended master. Maybe. You know, there are ascended masters that are coming in right now as babies. Did y'all know that? That's what the angels shared with us the other day. And that's what they've been showing me with a lot of these kids that are being born today and that have been coming in for a little bit. They're here. They heard the call. They heard us say, we need help here on earth. And they are showing up in force. All right, so where am I going? Page 17 for our Sally and Tony. I'm being photobombed by a cat. Say good morning to Latika. She thinks she's being sneaky back there. Okay. And Brandy, you need to get this book. It's on Amazon, and the bigger book that these messages are excerpted from will be available on Monday. Can't wait. It's going to be a long weekend waiting for that book to be launched. All right, page 17 says, listen with your heart when you ask for advice from your spiritual team. It is best to step away and bring your focus to hearing instead of speaking. It is essential to know that fighting your battles is not about being right, but rather knowing what is right for you in your role in the oneness. When we listen as much or more than we speak, we really do learn. We learn so much. And I was sitting with the angels last night. It was my last night with them. And I'm going, okay, what do you want me to know? And that's the attitude to come to Spirit with. What do you want me to know? What would you have me to know in this moment? And I usually add in there, what would you have me know for my best and highest good? What do I need to understand more of today? And when you come to Spirit with that type of attitude, you're going to get answers. Sometimes it may not be the answer that you're looking for. It might be something totally different that takes you a different direction. But always ask, always go with an open mind. Page 21, number 2 for our Auntie Jean. Okay. Dear ones, part of your soul evolution involves taking the deeper dives and trusting that what is revealed is true. Once you are below the surface of superficiality and illusion, you can then embark on the journey of discovery. As long as you stay in your delusion of separation, you will not understand these concepts. Yeah, if we keep seeing everything and everyone as separate, then we're still caught up in that illusion. We may be saying the right words. We might be calling out to God, to Spirit, Source, ever what you call that being that is the one that created everything. But until you see everything as one and see yourself in that oneness, then you're still in that illusion. You're still in all of the unreality. So thank you, Jean, for picking that number. And Blue Jean says, being of the lost ray, I am happy the ascended masters and high vibe children are coming in. The loner blue ray that I am now wants to step away into gratitude, quietude, headed out to the North Woods. Blessings this day and all days. Thank you. And you didn't answer my question. Did your books come in, or do I need to make a phone call and see why they're not delivering them to you? Sally says, sometimes it's better to be silent. We learn so much more. We do. In the silence, we hear so much louder, right? If we're not talking, if we're not caught up in what we think is so important for us to say, then Spirit can say what is important. We can hear that message loud and clear. We'll see the signs everywhere. We're not blinded by our ego yelling and screaming at us. So, yeah, Jean, I really needed to hear that this week. It's important. It's important to take that silence. I love to take a whole day of silence. Doesn't happen very often, but if we can just unplug all the noise, all the distractions, and just be in that energy, then wow, miracles happen. Things show up like little dots on the screen. I, I isolated that part of the morning show and posted it up as a separate video. I hope you all took a moment to look at that. That was so incredible. And I put it out on TikTok and it got 6,000 people looking at it. So, yeah, people want to know what's going on spiritually. They want evidence. They want to see that us light workers are shining our light, that we are living our talk. So when we put something out, a testimony, something that happens that's miraculous, which that was miraculous. And I had other people on TikTok reply and said, that's happened to me too. And yeah, it's not an isolated thing, that Spirit is showing us the things that they want us to see. Robin says, beautiful, such wonderful, wise words being spoken this morning. I'm so grateful for y'all. We're grateful for you, Robin. And I am so grateful I got to meet you this year. That was a feather in my cap to meet Robin Waters Dykes and get hugs from you. And Sally says, my ego is a lot like Medea, always has something to say. I love Medea. I love laughter. And oh my gosh, I was watching some shorts on YouTube last night before I went to sleep, because I like to laugh before I go to sleep. It puts me in a really good space. And I was watching an old Carol Burnett short, just a little clip from one of her old shows. And that lady is hilarious. There's nothing like the old time sitcoms that was just pure fun. You know, it wasn't anything nasty. Nobody was making fun of anybody except, you know, they were making fun of each other, and that was just in play. But that's what I enjoy, is just the old simple comedies. You know, life was good, and everything, when we look back at it now, everything was done without fear. You know, children were able to go out and play in the yard and eat mud pies. We talked about that the other day. We were able to walk down the street and go visit neighbors without looking back to see if somebody was following us. It was such a simple time. And that was only a few years ago. You know, I was just a kid a few years ago. But now it's like security cameras and leashes and knowing where everybody is at every given moment, because we don't know what's going to happen. Carol Burnett is back in a new series. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. The clip I watched last night was just hilarious. And I don't know if I could ever find it again because I went through quite a few of the shorts. But yeah, watch some of the old shows. There was Carol Burnett, there was I Love Lucy, um, Dick Van Dyke. Some of those shows were, you just belly laugh at them because it was just hilarious fun. All right, Sally, my favorite was Laugh-In. And yes, it was mud pie. I was a mud pie eater and never got sick. I know, right? Yeah, I'm really learning more about pre and probiotics, what bacteria needs to be in our body, and that's what we did. It was almost like we innately knew that mud pies were going to give us some kind of bacteria that our body needed. So we did what we knew to do. Palm Royale is the name of the series. Well, I will check that out. I don't watch TV, but I know I can probably catch it on YouTube because they have a lot of stuff on YouTube that's fun, and I don't have to sit for hours in front of a boob tube to get entertained. Oh, thank you, Andrea, for calling in our Ricky to be here with Josie, who just came in. Thank you, Josie, for showing up this morning. And Auntie Jean says, my favorite is when Carol played Scarlett from Gone with the Wind. Yeah, there's so many good episodes. It's just awesome. Anyway, what makes you laugh? What's your favorite go-to when you want to get some fun in and just sit and have that innocent laughter? And like I said, when we do that at night, before our body just totally shuts down for sleep, it makes a big difference because it puts us in a higher vibration to be able to go into our dream time where our subconscious takes over. I was listening to, I don't know if it was David Strickle. If you guys haven't listened to him yet, he is the stream of David. He channels a higher consciousness. And it may have been him that was talking about the subconscious. So whoever it was, whether it was him or someone else, they said the subconscious only knows you. The subconscious is all about you as your spirit being. It doesn't know anyone else. So if you're really connecting in and getting in touch with you, you're going to the subconscious mind, and it's going to give you the truth. It's going to give you the real stuff that you need to know. When you ask a question of yourself, you can do the sway, you can do muscle testing, and all of those answers are coming from your subconscious because that's all there. It's just you and your higher self. So as you get ready to do the deeper sleep at night, that's where you're going. You're going where that subconscious mind knows you and knows what's best for you and what you need to know. And Deirdre, you saw that video, and yeah, it was so enlightening, wasn't it? And yeah, it's just we can pick and choose when we want to watch something on YouTube. So that's all that I do. It's like I choose different little video clips that are fun, none of the junk stuff that's on TV, on mainstream. And that's my guilty pleasure, to go into an energy of laughter and high vibration at night. Yeah, that was what I was watching actually last night. Sally, was Carol Burnett and Tim Conway. He was playing her boss, and it was so funny. David's film is being made into a 3-part series. I know. I think Netflix picked it up. And that's not David's film. That's Keith's film, Gene. We're talking about two different people. I had David Strickle on the Peapod podcast this week and introduced you all to him. He channels the stream of David. Keith Leon has the film about healing yourself. And, you know, both of these guys are powerful, amazing beings that are here to teach us. So let's learn from them. And that movie, The Inside Effects, is one that I wish everybody would watch it, because it talks about healing yourself naturally, and how all healing comes from inside of us. And I heard Louise Hay, an old video of her talking about that just a few days ago. Brookie, good morning, and happy Friday to you and Dylan and our sweet little baby Max, our little Master Max. That's what I'm going to refer to him as, because he is. He is Master Max. All right, let's do our prayer requests. If anybody has any, I know we got a lot going on with our P's. I don't see our Hope. She wasn't here the last few times that we did Morning Cuppa. So pray for our Hope, and pray that things are always working perfectly, and that she's getting better and better every day. And right, Jean, it's easy to get confused, but David Strickle, if you haven't tuned into him yet, I just got his book on Kindle. It's called Taya, Trust Your Abundance. And he teaches this in private sessions, but on TikTok, he's been giving it to us a bit at a time. And his words are profound. I shared a little bit with you all on the Cuppa Messenger the other day, one of the videos that David did that's just way, way, way deep. And that's what he does. He goes deeper. And I love that. I love those that go into the deeper dive. And David will be in Colorado, September 21st. We're doing a retreat at the Gratitude Ranch with Debbie Gratitude. So hopefully she's busy getting a flyer ready so we can all have that information and get prepared. And speaking of getting prepared, I found my place to stay in Birmingham, Alabama. I'll be going there on July the 5th through the 10th for the transplant games. So I found an Airbnb, and I'm going to get all set up and ready to compete. And I just have to get out. Hopefully the snow and cold won't last too long, and I'll be able to get out and walk around in the neighborhood here. Thank you, Deirdre. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, support for parents of addicted children. Thank you for that, Deirdre. And we have a board meeting tonight for angel speakers, and we'll be talking about Save Someone's Child and Guiding Grace. So hopefully there will be more stuff revving up from those two programs. Sally, prayers for the lost, the lonely, the forgotten, the unloved, and for all who live in fear daily. Yeah, just keep remembering that only love is real. If you're going into fear for any reason at all, then look at what's going on. What's the reason that you're living in that fear? And just see how irrational it is. Because if you're in fear, you're in the duality, and you're in the illusion that you're separate from someone else or something else. And just go back to seeing spirit in everything and in everyone, because what we are fearing is something that is the illusion part and not the love part. All right, so let's go into our hearts. If you have anyone on your heart right now that needs to be lifted up, please share that. Deirdre, we continue to lift you for complete healing for your eyes. We lift Mama Huddle Bear and all those sweet babies. There's so much happening right now, transplants happening, and miracles happening in those babies' lives. So we lift up every one of those children that Mama Huddle Bear is ministering with and bringing to us to hold up in prayer. So we do so with love and with joy in being able to be of service. My brother-in-law, Tim, is still in the hospital. Um, okay, thank you for that question, Andrea. I did have a fundraiser going. It didn't raise much money, but I had a fundraiser to help me with the expenses of the games because I'm going to be in Birmingham for 5 days, and it's not cheap to get a place to stay. I don't know anybody there, but you can donate on my website. There's a donate button, and I'll share the link out in the messenger. Thank you for asking that question because y'all know I live on donations. I live on whatever services I can provide. And going there is going to be a service because I'll be taking information with me. By then, we'll have flyers made up for Save Someone's Child and for the guiding grace for parents of addicted children. So I'm not going just uh, to participate in the games, but also to meet people and interact and share. And I'm hoping to reach out to the creators of the transplant games and see if I can maybe share for a moment with those who are there. We have a general assembly and opening assembly for the games, and I would love to share about Save Someone's Child and about human trafficking. Marietta, thank you for being here. Love and light and joy and infinite gratitude to us all. Awesome. All right. So let's go into our hearts and give some gratitude. So breathe in love. Love is all that's real. So let that light up your soul. Let that love come in fully and be there to show everyone your light. Let it shine so brightly that they can see it on the moon. Just let it go out from you. And let's lift up everyone who may need that light, who maybe are not seeing any smiles or any good happening in the world. Let's lift up all who are in any type of pain or suffering or challenges as they go through life. We lift up the sweet babies that Kathleen brings to us. We lift up our hope, and we lift up all these children that are coming into our planet right now, that are coming in awake and knowing who they are, knowing what they did in other lifetimes, lifting them up for strength, lifting them up to remember, to keep that memory alive inside of them, of being a master teacher as they come forth and showing us what love is all about, showing us how to heal. Anyone who is looking at your physical body and things that are going on, just receive the message of healing, that it starts on the inside. It starts with faith and trust and belief that the healing can happen. So many times we just give up. We just accept that's just the way it is. Open up to miracles. Open up to truth. Open up to the fact that you are a spirit being and claim your birthright as a spirit being to feel healthy, to feel alive, to know that you are magnificent and you are so much more than what your physical body is showing you. You are so much more than what the ego is saying to you. Rise up. Rise up and be all that you can be. No more playing small. You didn't come here to play small. You came here to be a light. You came here to be 10 feet tall and bulletproof. And let all that ego stuff just slough off of you and stand in your divine authority. So for any that are going through challenges, go into the silence and listen and ask, what do I need to know in this moment? What do I need to know for my best and highest good? And then let go of all of the petty stuff that seems so important. Let go of anything that's not lighting your fire. Let go of anything that's saying untruths to you, and focus only on love. Love is the only thing that's everlasting. It's the only thing that's real. So hold on to that and let everything else fall into place. Because when you hold on to love and you totally immerse yourself in it, everything is working perfectly. Let's call in peace in our world. And again, it starts inside of us. It starts right at the core of who we are as spirit beings. Not looking at any jealousy or criticism or judgment, just looking at love. So holding that peace inside of our own hearts helps it to spread out into the world. And let's lift each other right now. Just grab a hand. Grab a hand. Say a name out loud. And tell that person, I love you. I so appreciate you being a part of this family. Let's hold on to love together as we go into this circle time, loving each other. Oh, thank you, Auntie Jean, lifting up our Grace Isis, who has been missing in action for a while among us, and praying for her safety, praying that she'll return to us soon, as she went to Africa to be with her sisters to celebrate her father's life. And now it's time for her to come back to us. So let's do what we do best. And what we do best is love each other and encourage each other and be grateful for each other. So I'm going to put up here our words that are magic words, words that we say every day here on this show. Thank you. I love you. And you're so welcome, Sally. Truly needed this morning and to restore peace. And speaking of that, 111 every day is the World Peace Meditation with Marbeth and myself. And I believe I will be there today to lead it. So that's my plan. I'm going to stick to that plan. So come visit me, 1:11 p.m. And let's go into another short meditation on peace. So here's Leo. Thank you. I love you. Good morning, Earthlings. Good morning, Leo. Come on, come on.
Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peace and the power. The daily mantra is
Thank you. I love you.
Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peace and
there's our Leo.
Thank you, I love you, namaste.
Cuppa full of joy.
light full of love and bottomless refuse. Building up from the top here. The coffee's always hot and the truth is always true. The sun is calling out to play. Put on a shoes. Today's a new day.
That's right, Marietta. Remember to smile. Absolutely.
Morning cup of full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the triple A. Morning cup of full of joy with all the peace and the thought. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup of full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the triple A. Morning cup of full of joy with all the peace and the thought. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
But full of joy. I hope you got your cup filled with joy this morning. Oh, thank you, Robin. I received that hug. There's what? Accept, align, allow.
Morning cup of full of joy every day. Just start the day on the high five, we call the triple A. Morning cup of full of joy with all the peace and the thought. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup of full of joy every day. Just start the day on the high five, we call the triple A. Morning cup of full of joy with all the peace and the thought.
Thank you, Brookie.
Thank you, I love you, namaste.
All right, who's going to help Leo at the end of the song? Let's see it. There you go, Deirdre. Andrea. Leo, you got lots of help today. Auntie Jean. Woo! Thank you, Leo, and thank you, everyone. Stay in your hearts today. Stay in the knowingness that only love is real. All that other stuff is just stuff. Let it go. Just let it go and be your happy, joyous, bright light shining out into the world. So much love to each and every one of you. I will see you back here at 1 o'clock. I love you. Namaste, y'all. I'll see